What's going on, guys? It's your girl's boy best friend.
My dream is already smeared with blood.
Thank you. If you clicked on the previous video. Also, if you clicked on this video, thank you. I hope you enjoy the second part. Let's begin. A month would go by, and the space pod would land in a forest on a planet called Earth. The pod door opened as the baby opened its eyes once more. Confusion, anger, and exhaustion were what that baby felt. Flashes of being shot by Frieza's death beam flashed in its mind. The baby looked at its hands. More confusion hit the baby until it realized what had happened. Kakarot, it muttered as it would hear the ruffling of leaves, and the baby immediately got on guard. An old man walked into the baby's view. The old man smiled and walked to the baby and crouched down to the baby's level. "You got a name?" "Little guy," the old man asked, not expecting the baby to respond. The baby pondered this question until it eventually said, "It's Kakarot." Bardock didn't know how, but he was reincarnated somehow in the body of his dead son. It was sick to think about, but this was his new identity. The old man was shocked that the baby could talk at such a young age. He laughed nervously before asking, "Are you hungry, Kakarot?" Bardock was elated by the sound of having a hot meal. He shook his head yes, before Grandpa Gohan grabbed Bardock and carried him to his home in a basket. Bardock wasn't a rowdy baby like Goku was in the original, so no head bump. From then on, Bardock began being raised by Gohan. Once he was old enough, he began training immediately. He did not like how weak this body was. If he was going to get his revenge on Frieza, he was going to have to get stronger. Bardock grew in power extremely fast. Sometimes Gohan questions if he was actually a little boy. He didn't talk or act like one. Though he didn't mind it too much, he was a good kid. One night, there was a full moon, and Bardock decided to go out and fish. He saw the moon's reflection in the water. In curiosity, he looked up, only to be horrified seeing the moon. He tried looking away, but he couldn't, because the process was already beginning. Grandpa Gohan would hear Bardock groaning and struggling. He rushed out to see what was going on, only to be yelled at by Bardock. "Get the hell out of here, old mad now." Gohan did not. He wanted to help Bardock. The transformation began, and Bardock panicked. He didn't know if he would be able to control it since he was in his son's body. Though once it was finished, he realized he was in full control. He sighs in relief before sitting down and stares at the moon. Gohan was shocked by this transformation and the power it held. Bardock here was far stronger than Goku. He trained far more seriously. In base, he had a power level of 400, around the same power level Goku was when he fought Raditz. While in the Uzuru state, his power was a whopping 4,000. He kept staring at the moon. He smiled. It was peaceful for the first time in a long time, though something strange happened. It was as if the moon was getting smaller. But really it was Bardock who was getting smaller. He shrunk back to his normal size, though when Gohan looked at him, his eyes were a golden yellow color, and his hair was spiked up. He still radiated the primal and powerful power. It was as if he was using the power in his base. Bardock looked at his hands and smiled, thinking this was a Super Saiyan. Though he knew this wasn't enough, he had to get stronger if he wanted to get his revenge against that tyrant Frieza. Eventually morning would come, and Gohan and Bardock would be getting an unexpected guest. And that's where we are going to leave off this story for now. If you enjoyed, show me by pressing that like button. You might as well hit that subscribe button to be notified when my next videos come out. Tell me what you thought about this part of what if Bardock reincarnated as Goku. Thank you for watching. Take care.